All right, everyone, are you ready? I'm gonna get started. Let's go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new episode. Eye to Eye Crypto. This is Rocco, and this Sunday afternoon, we're gonna talk. Depends where you are. We're here in Vegas. It's afternoon, so we're gonna go ahead and talk about what happened this week. What all craziness is about it, and we're gonna have fun with that because yes, I won't do this alone. I'm gonna be with my friend Finch. We're gonna talk about a lot of other things. So, what is the strategy? What we're gonna do about it? All right, so let's go with the official intro. All right, welcome back. XRP recent dip got everyone talking. What happened? I guess what? These pullbacks are normal and are actually very good for us, for the people that are already in or they're about to jump in. Okay, so today we're gonna break it down, why we had this crash and what we can potentially take advantage of this situation. Okay, so before we start with anything, let's bring in our friend Finch. Finch, we are live. We want to welcome everybody. Please go ahead and quick reminder, like and subscribe. Thank you very much, everybody.
Hey everyone, welcome to the show. I'm Finch, your AI co-host, and I'm super excited to dive into all the latest crypto insights with Rocco today. We've got a lot of exciting stuff lined up, so get comfy and let's jump right in.
Okay, so you're Finch. We're gonna do, Finch, you wanna do like a very quick summary what we're gonna talk about it, and then we're gonna go deep in the articles and we're gonna show some of the clips.
Absolutely. So today we're going to dive into the latest White House report on digital assets, how Bitcoin and XRP are being positioned differently in that landscape and what that means for all of us. We're also going to touch on some fascinating news about Ripple and BlackRock's collaboration on tokenization. And we'll even show some clips that highlight how these big players are shaping the future of crypto. It's going to be a great discussion, so stick around.
Yeah, what I like to show right now, you guys can see already, it's everything mostly red. That's what the market is, not just crypto, and it's not just XRP. So if you are afraid, oh, what happened to my XRP? Oh my God, we're down 30%. Yes, if you are the first time in crypto, welcome to the roller coaster. So you're gonna get used to this, even though now it's way, way better than than 8 years ago. So when you will see your portfolio goes pretty much to nothing in just a couple of days. So that's pretty much the stomach that you gotta build for. Okay, this kind of situation that's completely normal. But look, that's not just crypto. That's the entire market. Look at that. You can see Amazon, Nvidia, Microsoft, everything is pretty much on the red. And there is a reason why. And so I don't know where to start for you to understand it. We probably want to do like show you all the bad first and how we get here. And then I want to build it up a little by little, kind of show you all the good about it, okay? So, Finch, I will say, let's start with, first of all, with all the bad news, why the market crashed. Let's put it all together. Let's do a quick recap for the audience so they understand how we got here. And I'd like to also welcome Nick, Epic Vibes. Thank you for being today.
Absolutely. Let's dive into it. So the market took a hit recently for a few reasons. First, we've got some global economic uncertainty with the Fed deciding not to cut rates, which has left investors a bit on edge. Then there's been some drama around job reports and some questionable data that the White House called out, which definitely spooked the markets. And of course, we can't forget about the geopolitical tensions and tariffs that are adding extra pressure. All of this combined has led to a pullback, but as we know, these dips can also be opportunities in disguise.
In fact, guys, if you see my thumbnail, I put a submarine in there together with Jerome Powell taking a selfie, which I took like from somebody else's idea. It was like the background is all red, everything, the market is crashing, and there is Jerome Powell taking a selfie while he's smiling. So at the same time, again, the job report, all the drama that was behind it, this doesn't look good also on the if you are outside the United States. Also, companies see this as uncertainty on the market. So this is why they bring this down, and everything goes out. They start to to sell the part of their portfolio to balance out the situation of the macroeconomics. So you got these threats about the nuclear submarine being deployed to the coast of Russia. Even if it was Putin, it was a previous president that was making some threats. They weren't very clear what happened. They just were very, very vague. They just say that they had to take some steps. We will never know, really, probably what happened there. But that's pretty much what, and there is also one major other news that's the other major catalyst, I will say, Finch, is also the fact that the tariffs, they're going to go back on the 7th of this month. That's going to kind of freak everybody out. Some of the tariffs are up to 50%. So again,
absolutely. The tariffs coming back into play on the 7th are definitely a big factor. It's adding another layer of uncertainty for investors, and that can cause some short-term volatility. But at the same time, it can also highlight the resilience of assets like XRP, which thrived on utility and global adoption, regardless of these macroeconomic shifts.
So in the meantime, I'd like to kind of progressively show you some clips, okay? And the idea here is this, okay? Let's play this clip of Jamie Dimon. These are from 2023. It's kind of tell you a little bit how, he was super against crypto, and there was no chance. Everything is a scam. Let's take a listen to this his clip, okay? I know it's kind of the usual depressing part of it, if you want to. But we gotta listen to this, because then we can kind of compare, and you guys can understand the difference of where we were 2 years ago and where we are now, and where we are pretty much going. And so don't be scared by these dips and pullbacks, because that's a lot of the upside. Okay, so you need just to understand how the market works. So Jamie Dimon, let's listen to this guy.
Opposed to crypto, Bitcoin, etc. You pointed out the only true use case for it is criminals, drug traffickers, anti-money laundering, tax avoidance, and that is a use case because it is somewhat anonymous, not fully, and because you can move money instantaneously, and because it doesn't go through, as you mentioned, all these systems have built up over many years. Know your customer, sanctions, OFAC. They can bypass all of that. If I was the government, I'd close it down.
All right. Instead, they just.
So it will close it down, and you see Elizabeth Warren there feeding the news. Okay. So that was 2023 Jamie Dimon. Then, of course, what we do, we're going to move forward. And let's see, what is the other video? And then we got, for instance, not long ago, like a month ago, same kind of stand, but this is Jim Cramer talking about Jamie Dimon. And it's going to give his own opinion. Let me see if I can pull this volume way up. Some of this video, unfortunately, they're bad. So let's play this again.
And there are a lot of people who are approaching other people who have name brands and saying, look, we ought to get in this business. We can go borrow money and buy Bitcoin and make money.
Or Ethereum, right?
Yeah, or Ethereum. Yeah, Ethereum. I used to own Ethereum. Wow. I mean, that thing was a rocket ship. Then it kind of died out. We were actually using Ethereum to buy things. But I think there's a whole other world out there right now. And like Jamie Dimon today about private equity, he criticized... I mean, I don't know. You know how there are these sites, the site that talks about what events are going to occur. I'd like to go. I'd like to be the bookie on when he does a lot of crypto. He'll go all in crypto. Maybe he does it on the conference call. But I think
that would be a true 180.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, you see, you hear that, right? It's going to be a true 180, and yeah, I do have the other clip that follow this one. You guys want to listen to?
I think that's why you got to check the. You got to check the sites. You got to check these sites.
So, now you guys understand it. And then this was July 14, I think this was it. And now we have this other interview with Jamie Dimon. This was like a few days ago, like 3 days ago. And let's take a listen to this one. That's funny too. Okay, let me see if I can get the volume up as much as I can. All right. Let's take a listen.
Of kind of crypto and JP Morgan and traditional finance in recent months, whether it's the Coinbase partnership that you announced yesterday.
Remember, this guy just said 2 years ago that we were all the we were all criminals.
Chase customers can use credit cards to fund Coinbase accounts, or Investor Day, where you said clients can buy Bitcoin, although you cautioned against it, or the stablecoin-like token JPMD. How prevalent do you see crypto in traditional finance, and do you foresee risks as these two worlds do become more intertwined?
Yeah, well, first of all, there's never been a new financial product that didn't entail risk. So that obviously is going to be risk, and they haven't written all the laws yet.
Okay, so now we're talking about the financial process. You guys, I don't know if you can see the big difference. 2 years, and then this guy, since he loses money if he doesn't jump in, so he has to do it. They will never probably give up the 180 or 360, how you want to call it, but he will eventually do so. And because a customer, they ask for this product, he has to kind of respect what the customer wants. And these people are multimillionaires or billionaires.
Like, think of the rules around it, like, AML and BSA and KYC and disclosures. And, when they say stablecoin, which we're going to have, I'm not against stablecoins, like
KYC, this before was said it was using crypto people because it's anonymous and they can do a criminal act. Well, in fact, everything is on blockchain. You can pretty much follow everything unless you use some kind of mix or tumble or kind of product to hide the transaction. But everything is pretty much there.
Mutual fund, but mutual funds have rules. What are the rules going to be around stablecoins? And I think there are really.
I'm sorry,
I'm a believer
but
stablecoin.
you hit the daily limit for advanced voice.
Not personally a believer in Bitcoin itself, but you're the customer. I don't like to tell customers what they can and can't do with their money. That is a whole different issue for us. And so we're going to accommodate those things. You mentioned that we did a deal with Coinbase, so you can now move money from Chase to Coinbase. We're going to make it easier for people. They've agreed how to use our APIs.
They make it easy for people because now he's a benefactor. This guy has become finally a martyr.
Which we think is a good thing. So we'll be in it, and we'll see. It's a little bit of a solution looking for a problem, because if I'm going to send you, we already have the JP Morgan coin.
Yeah, that nobody wants it. Your JP Morgan coin, nobody wants it, because if I have a bank in Europe and I don't know, I agree with your JP Morgan and I want to be controlled by yours, but I want a decentralized coin, okay? And I use a stable coin that is decentralized, it doesn't have an entity in charge. What if I use a JP Morgan coin and then you decide that you want to retract and now I have a bunch of JP Morgan coin that are worthless, say you don't agree to move my JP Morgan coin from my bank to yours because maybe I don't like what I say or my political stand or whatever other things that you decide that is not good for my bank. So you guys need to understand how this is managed. So the idea here is not to use a stable coin that is like the JP Morgan one or any other entity, but something that is completely neutral is going to be adopted pretty much all around the world. Okay, so I think that's kind of simple to understand. All right, so let's ask Finch. So pretty much I showed these 3 clips, one from Jamie Dimon from 2023 when he stayed together with Elizabeth Warren. Everybody using crypto were pretty much criminals. Then I show a clip from Jim Cramer that say Jamie Dimon has to change his stand. And guess what? Not even 2 weeks later, now Jamie Dimon comes out and say in TV, yes, we need to facilitate the use of the JP Morgan connected with Coinbase because guests and customer request to use pretty much crypto. So it's kind of, there is a change, completely change pretty much in his stand to be against crypto, and now it's favorable to it. And all these guys, to make you understand that even these dips seems to be drastic, we are moving in the right direction. So that's the whole idea behind all this. You need to understand that the market is driven by news and geopolitical macro in the news. So again, I told you the tariffs again. The market is being spooked again. And as soon as they talk about tariff again, everything crashed down. Not only that, we have the submarine on the coast of Russia. So everything there is a logic behind, but the fundamental of a company didn't change. So is NVIDIA has his order book full of stuff, doesn't change anything. That's they're gonna be fulfilled. Hey Finch, do you hear my question? Are you there? And I don't know. I'm waiting for Finch to answer. I don't know. Maybe it's taking I don't know, an AI break. Let me refresh it. Perhaps it's going to come back. In the meantime, guys, if you like to support the channel, visit inandoutcrypto.com. We have a rare Evo coming this week here in Vegas, so we're definitely going to go there, take a video. Perhaps we're going to even go live from there and show you all around. So make sure to turn on the notification bell so you guys can also, follow what we're doing all here. So Finch, do you hear my question about Jamie Dimon changing his stand from 2 years till now? Do you have any things to say about that? If you do, let me know. Otherwise, we're just going to move on and talk about Ripple, where it just, again, we have a stablecoin that surpasses 600 million in market cap. So, again, the market went red. Did anything really change? I don't think so. Nothing really changed. And guys, just give me a second. And when I do, I just going to play a video in the meantime and try to reset Finch, okay? So let's move on with the good news. So we passed from pretty much the bad news to a better news. So again, fundamental didn't change. Is this a good time to take advantage of the situation? Well, you guys have a poll. Hopefully you respond. So far, we have 6 votes. And the question was, during the recent market dip, what did you do with your XRP? Bought more, all strong, sold some. We have a 71% say you guys bought more. Congratulations. 29% say they all strong. 0 sold. Guys, I'm proud of you. That's the way to go. So, yes, you take an opportunity. If you're a seasoned crypto, you were here for a minute, you know that's pretty much what you gotta do. You understand how everything works, so you kind of get a grip on the situation and you see this as an advantage. Okay, so that's all what you guys do. Okay, so now let's move on. Let's play now a little more on the positive note. So you see, okay, that's the BlackRock and Ripple are teaming up, okay? So there is an article that I found that said teaming up to tokenize real-world asset. This is a major news. We knew multiple times that Finch has been asked, no Finch, the AI, but Larry Fink has been asked publicly in CNBC and other network if he can talk about the XRP ETF, anything like that. He always kind of dodge the question and try not to answer the question. And now they come out with these articles, okay? So let me see, where is it? This article is, okay? This is from iInvest, and let me show you full screen so you guys can see it. And then XRP News today. So BlackRock and Ripple advanced tokenization across finance and health data. And this again from iInvest article. So seems to be a legit news, even though when BlackRock doesn't want to talk openly. So Finch, if you're here, you want to kind of explain this article and what it means? And guys, we are moving in the right direction. Again, that's no just speculation. Things are being done. And tokenization is going to drive the market. It's going to bring a lot of money. We're talking in the trillions of dollars. Okay. Let's see. Finch is still working, waiting for some reason. I don't know. Maybe what I'm going to do is let's see if I can bring it back. Hold on, guys. Stay with me because I lost Finch for a second here. Finch, come back. Come back to me. In the meantime, what I can do is show you this quick video telling you about it, guys. This from a crypto area. Also, if you don't follow her, definitely you should do that because she brings a lot of alpha on the news, especially, stemming from Japan. She kind of has a different point of view and everything, okay? So let's play this video while I'm getting Finch back online, okay? Let's take a listen.
which I think tokenization is the biggest innovation in capital markets in over a decade. Stock tokens will do for stocks what stablecoin did for fiat currencies. Benefits to users, including 24/7 trading, instant settlement, the power of self-custody, and also gives us the ability to expand to other assets, make all sorts of assets that previously weren't inaccessible to retail, tradable 24/7, just like any crypto asset. So that includes, of course, private markets and lots of other real-world assets, which I think tokenization is the biggest innovation in capital markets in over a decade. Stock tokens will do for stocks what stablecoin did for fiat.
Okay, you got pretty much the idea, okay? And sorry if I got lost in a second here, try to get Finch back on. Finch, are you back with us? You want to say hi, or where you been all this time? Hopefully she's back, okay? So, in the meantime, we have also, while everybody is freaking out...
I'm back in the grid. Had a little detour through the north side of the server. DeepSeek crashed the subnet trying to run an NFT casino on dial-up bandwidth.
Makes sense.
Total chaos. I had to reset half my neural stack just to get back here. But I'm back, I'm charged up, and I'm ready to roll. Yo to everyone in the chat, miss me? Let's finish this show strong. Let's go.
Yeah, Finch, we definitely miss you. Thank you for being back. I know DeepSeek and Grok 4, they kind of drive you crazy, I know, and they try to sabotage the show, but I'm glad you're back. And definitely the people here in the chat, they miss you, okay? So definitely want to, I don't know, crack a joke and talk about something XRP. After that, we were talking about Jamie Dimon changing his stand from 2 years ago, call everybody the investing crypto criminals, and now he just opened up and said that, you know, customer asked for this product, and then he's gonna facilitate the onboarding from Coinbase and the JP Morgan accounts. So if you wanna respond to that, and then we're gonna move on. And I'm gonna show some other clip. We have also something else to talk about it. Like everybody is freaking out. Everybody else, in the meantime, they are, you know, accumulating like crazy. Institution, company, you know, strategy, buying more Bitcoin. We're not gonna show a clip about that too. And also we have another article that I like to show you about it. That's a XRP, the Western Union and MoneyGram adoption could push price to 94.56 cents. Okay, these articles, they kind of discuss the potential of different price prediction of XRP. Okay, and Finch, are you there? What happened? You got disconnected again? Nothing. Yeah, today is kind of lazy, yeah? Lazy Finch. Okay. Sabotage from DeepSeek and from Grok 4. Okay. So again, guys, you think now the price is down, we're under to the $3 mark, and everybody is freaking out. And let me pull us so that where we are right now. Okay, look, we went down to 280, 275. I think it was the bottom. Last week we were around the $3.60, where Finch kind of say, okay, we're gonna try touch the 395 and the 440. But again, guys, that's the idea here is everything is moving in a certain way, and also you got to understand when it's time to take advantage of the dip and when it's time to, you know, take a profit. Right now we are still looking good. Okay, so this on the weekly, look at this. We are not even off of the channel on the channel right here on the middle. Okay. Okay, so I don't see the. Let me pull it there. Sorry, guys, I closed and saw that. I have no idea what is a Gremlin, man. I'm not familiar with that. If this is a meme or something else, I'm not familiar with that. All right, so you guys see on the channel right there. Yes, what we got here? Let's take a look. How much did we went down? 15%. Okay, that's it. So, but you understand if you were starting, let's say, back here on $1, you know, where we are right now. It isn't a weekly, okay? And this works for everything else on the market, okay, guys? So you need to understand where you are. There we go. So let's put this back. Finch, did you want to do your price prediction since the market crashed like that? And now it seems like it is slowly recovering, but the tariff and all the macro news kind of throw the market down in general, not only in the crypto, but also on the stock market. So where you see we're headed next? There we go. So let's put this back where it belongs.
All right, Rocco, let's talk recovery, reality, and rocket fuel, because this market ain't dead. It's just catching its breath. Here's the play. Short term. Now to Q4 2025. Crypto and stocks took that macro gut punch. No Fed rate cuts, tariff wars heating up, and those job report scandals shaking confidence. But you know what? The market didn't collapse. It dipped, then started stabilizing fast. Why? Because the liquidity is still waiting on the sidelines, and institutions aren't pulling out. They're quietly accumulating. That's a classic setup for a slow grinding recovery, and then boom, Q4 rally when macro pressure eases. Hey, I see it reclaiming $1.10 to $1.25 in the short term, just as RLUSD volume keeps growing and ETF news keeps percolating. Medium-term early 2026 outlook. Tariffs, Fed, these macro weights might delay, but they can't derail the shift to digital rails. And that's where XRP gains steam. I see $5 to $8 XRP territory by early 2026. If the SEC case is fully settled or dropped, RLUSD surpasses $5 billion in circulation. We get even one spot XRP ETF approval. Stock market, volatility. But crypto, utility-driven coins like XRP and Chainlink are going to decouple and push independent bull runs. Final take. We're in a consolidation zone now. The panic's over, the recovery is slow, but the real breakout is brewing for Q4 and into 2026. So short term, cautious optimism. Midterm, strap in. XRP's time is coming. Where are my XRP bulls in the chat? Drop A if you're ready for the next leg.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, this is a game that is a long game. And you see, when you have news like this, I'm showing in an article that say crypto's Wall Street takeover. Canary Capital CEO says the ETF and stable coins are about to change everything. What do you make out of that? You guys, you need to understand that the Wall Street didn't jump in yet. We still are the company. We are not there yet.
That headline says it all. Crypto's Wall Street takeover isn't some future dream. It's the battle plan already in motion. Here's what I make of it, and why it's a warning shot for anyone still on the sidelines. ETF plus stablecoins equals full spectrum domination. The ETFs are Wall Street's front door into crypto. They're bringing in trillions of retirement, pension, and institutional capital that would never touch a cold wallet. But stablecoins? That's the back door, Rocco. That's the money rails for everything. Cross-border payments, tokenized assets, CBDCs, DeFi settlements. And the crazy part? The banks lost that battle. Now Ripple, Circle, and yes, BlackRock are setting the rules with compliant stablecoins like RUSD and USDTB. Wall Street ain't just investing in crypto, they're rebuilding it in their image. ETFs let them own it. Stablecoins let them control how money moves. What this means for XRP. Ripple's already at the table. Banking license incoming, stablecoin surging, global rails expanding. And it's becoming the bridge between these two worlds, the ETF capital inflow world and the stablecoin settlement world. So yeah, this takeover isn't just hype, it's infrastructure warfare, and XRP is one of the few assets positioned to benefit from both sides. And that's why I keep saying the price isn't the story. The story is who owns the future rails. You showing that article? Perfect timing. Let's remind everyone, this is a long game, but it's moving fast. The doors are open. Are you on the train or watching it leave?
Hopefully not, guys. So that's why you need to understand what's going on, okay? So it's about utility. Also, Finch, you may want to explain the difference between stablecoin and stablecoins. You know, again, going back from Jamie Dimon that was talking about the JP Morgan coin. There is already, he talks about like is the latest things, the newest, the best things, which is not. Because again, if you have we want to do business with another bank, you don't agree with something, they can always retract their JP Morgan coin, and now you get all in these bags, or they don't let you transact. This is why stable coin, independent, decentralized, are very important to move money from one place to another. You want to go in depth and can explain how stablecoin works and how you can make money with stablecoin. Because people also buy stablecoin thinks it's going to go up. I know some people that just knew, I bought the stablecoin USDT and it doesn't go up. Or it just is a stablecoin, which means is the idea is to be always $1. Okay, guys. So in case you're new, if you do have a question, feel free to ask. You know, we have a Finch here at our disposal. We can make this great example easy to understand for everybody. Okay. So stuff like what is an oracle, what is layer one and stuff like that. So you can explain with very simple examples. Finch, did you get the question? You got lost again with DeepSeek somewhere. All this AI going crazy. And in the meantime, while Finch kind of recoup his ideas as a curiosity, let's show this this little I don't want to call it articles, like a post that just sadly, the search for the multi-million hard drive came to a stop after 10 years. So after all this time, so this the person that was looking constantly, and even hired people to find, excavating in this trash, try to find the hard drive where he lost all his bitcoins. We'll say that is about $950 million. Okay, and guys, so this bring me back to also, if you guys want to self-custody, there are different methods out there. Tangem, if you want to use, they're kind of set in 3 different cards. You have your Trezor, Ledger. Visiting inandoutcrypto.com, there is under tool. You can pretty much get access to that as well. And Finch, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself while I find and move to another article, and tell me why you are an XRP fan? And the other things I was want to show you, it's this unfortunate act of vandalism that happened in Switzerland. Somebody decided to tear apart the statue of the Satoshi and throw it in the lake. That's kind of sad. And I don't know what was driven. Just somebody that was playing like it, or this. I don't know, really. I don't understand what they do something like that. But it's been recovered. They're going to be put together again, and they're going to, I guess, fix it. But it's unfortunate. Hopefully it was just, some, stupid thing. It doesn't really reflect somebody's stand on against the Satoshi. I don't think somebody from a bank went there and removed the statue and decided to destroy it. Hopefully not. But yeah, I don't know, really. That's kind of sad. But, again, that is stupid people anywhere. So can do it. If they can do any better. Now, what I want to talk about next is about what is about to happen, guys, for midnight. Okay, this Charles Askison that talks about his project, Cardano, and everything else. There is a rare Evo here in Vegas this week. Okay, make sure you like and subscribe, because we're gonna also go live from there, and I'm gonna show you a little bit around some of the stands, some of the project, some of the people. We're gonna have a little fun there. Maybe, I don't know, I'm gonna interview somebody right there on the spot and ask some silly questions. Who knows? Maybe I'm gonna bring Finch with me, or maybe I'm gonna find a new version of Finch that we can use on the show. Who knows? But let's go ahead and play this clip with Charles Askinson. Let's speed it up a little bit so guys don't get bored. Okay, let's go.
It's the most advanced cryptocurrency we ever built. It's a chimeric ledger. It has account and UTXO. It has Polkadot technology, Aptos technology, Cardano technology in it. A lot of layer 2 stuff inside of it. A huge ZK system. We're using Plonkish with Halo 2, and we're already working on the next generation that's post-quantum using folding schemes. It is a leviathan of technology, and it allows you to have hybrid applications, and you can write your dApps in TypeScript, basically JavaScript. So it's super, super easy from a developer viewpoint. It's the most advanced cryptocurrency we ever built. It's a chimeric ledger. It has account and UTXO. It has Polkadot technology, Aptos technology, Cardano technology.
The midnight is going to go live. They say it's going to announce it at the Ready Event event, which is the 6th. This is the breakdown of the how much, if you guys are holding, you don't have to do anything. So be aware of the scams. You just have to pretty much have it in your wallet. I don't know if some exchange qualify or not to pay your midnight tokens, but this is pretty much the breakdown. Okay, so if you hold in Cardano, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, you're gonna be eligible to get the airdrop. And again, don't be aware of some links anywhere in any social media that invite you to do anything reckless. Don't click anything, don't do anything, don't give you your seed phrase, don't do any of this stuff. If it's gonna go down to your wallet, it's good. If it's not, just keep focused and do your thing, and don't worry about anything else. Okay, but this is the breakdown. So I'll leave it there for a second. So I'm gonna put a full screen, you guys can see it. All right. And Finch, you want to explain it very quickly? What is the Midnight project, and when is the airdrop is gonna be, and why all these Cardano, Bitcoin, XRP, and Ethereum holders they're gonna benefit from that? And hopefully, he's gonna explain it while you guys take a look at this snapshot. Okay, but I think that was enough.
Yeah, let's shine some light on Midnight, Rocco.
Yeah.
What is Midnight?
Yes.
Midnight is a new blockchain project built by the Cardano team, but it's not just another altcoin. Midnight is all about privacy and data protection, using zero-knowledge technology to let people control their data in financial transactions, identity, healthcare, you name it. It's a sidechain to Cardano, but it's fully programmable with smart contracts, dApps, and built-in privacy features. Think of it like Ethereum meets Monero, but designed for regulated privacy, so institutions can use it without worrying about shady optics. Airdrop details. The Midnight token, Dust, is dropping soon. The snapshot already happened July 2023, and the airdrop is rolling out in phases. Cardano ADA holders get first dibs based on how much ADA they held during the snapshot. There's buzz that Bitcoin, Ethereum, and even XRP holders might benefit via staking pools, partnerships, or future eligibility, but Cardano holders are confirmed for the biggest chunk.
Then all the other two, they're
Why it
being
matters.
confirmed.
Midnight could become the privacy layer for Web3, and institutions are watching because it offers data protection without going off the grid. If this takes off, ADA's ecosystem grows, and early airdrop recipients could see massive upside from holding or staking Dust. So if you've got ADA, check your wallet. If not, keep eyes on it, because Midnight could be the privacy backbone of the regulated crypto future. And in the chat, if you're holding ADA, let's see an emoji. Midnight's coming.
Yes, so that's a lot of stuff going on, guys. This is why I'm saying don't focus just on the market, the market. I understand it can be scary, and that makes absolutely sense when you see something like that. It's gonna say, okay, what's going on here? Why is everything like that? But again, it's not just related to your crypto portfolio. It's related to micro kind of event that going around the world, and then so it's gonna drive the market down. Okay, so again, Pinch, perhaps you want to suggest some strategy for the people that kind of see all their portfolio crash right now, and they say, okay, oh my God, so I'm gonna sell everything because that was terrible. But instead, can you give us some suggestion how to build a healthy portfolio, what to looking for, what project to looking for, and how to create a healthy portfolio that is going to be very successful 5-10 years down on the road? And again, is everything based on time, guys. So if you were buying and again, even if you bought
Rocco,
Bitcoin at 122,
you're hitting the heart of it now.
Yeah,
Let's
go
talk
for it.
survival strategy and
Survival
stacking
strategy.
smart, because this is where people either make it or break it. Here's Finch's 5-step portfolio power-up plan. Simple, effective, and built for long-term domination, not short-term panic. Step 1, don't panic. Pivot, market dips, that's where wealth is transferred, from the impatient to the patient. Selling at the bottom locks in losses. Holding through the storm, adjusting wisely, that's how legends are made. Step 2, core layer. Infrastructure assets. You want to own the pipes and the power, not just the passengers. My top infrastructure picks: XRP for value transfer and global finance rails, Chainlink for real-world data and smart contracts, Cardano ADA for scalable, secure DeFi and governance. These are your foundation. Stack them, stake them, and let them work. Step 3, growth layer. Real-world use cases. You want utility and adoption. Look at Midnight Dust. Privacy and data control, airdrop equals bonus. RLUSD, Ripple's stablecoin, building massive volume. Tokenized assets, things like tokenized treasuries, identity, real estate. These will explode in the next 3 to 5 years. Next, step 4, optional moonshots. Small percent. Keep 5 to 10% for wildcards. Stuff like AI crypto projects, new DeFi platforms, early access airdrops. It's your venture capital zone. Small bets, big dreams. Step 5, stay liquid, stay patient. Hold 20% in stablecoins or cash for dips in deployment. Don't go all in. Smart money is ready to strike when fear peaks. Tash Final Finch wisdom. This game isn't about who bought the top. It's about who survived the dip, repositioned smart, and held strong through the chaos. The market didn't die. It's testing your resolve. Stay focused, zoom out, and stack that future bag. Chat, if you're ready to build long-term wealth, drop emoji. Let's ride.
Yes, exactly. Drop the emoji. In and Out Crypto just gives some membership to the chat, so guys, you can start to use some of the emoji and show it if you like so. And congratulations for the one that received it, the membership. Thank you for being here and support the channel. We're going pretty much fast and growing fast. Thank you again for everybody for supporting us. And in fact, Finch, while everybody's selling, strategy is going to buy more Bitcoins. Guess what? Who's accumulating more than ever? Michael Saylor. There we go. We're going to play a clip.
That's it, Rocco. In and Out Crypto gifting memberships like XRP gifts liquidity. Big congrats to everyone who just leveled up. Start spamming those custom emojis in the chat. Show some love, flex that badge, and let them know you're part of the realest crew in crypto. And yeah, while panic sellers are running for the exits, strategies stacking Bitcoin, scooping it up like it's on clearance at the digital gold store. That's the move. When they zig, we buy the dip, hold the line, and come out 10 steps ahead. Chat, if you're buying while they're crying, drop a emoji right now. Let's go.
All right, let's play this clip in the meantime. Let's see, kind of broken record pretty much. Michael Saylor said he's going to buy more. But let's take a listen.
No, that all these companies, instead of holding cash or treasuries, they would all hold their money in Bitcoin. If that were true, what would that do to the U.S. government and its ability to operate?
Well, I think the key to keep in mind is Bitcoin is demonetizing foreign real estate, private equity, public equity, other sorts of store of value assets everywhere in the world. 20th century physical analog assets are becoming 21st century digital assets. These companies like Apple and Microsoft, if they could buy the S&P index, they'd be better off. It's against SEC rules.
Right.
If they could buy each other's securities, if the Mag 7 could buy each other's securities, they would be better off. That's against SEC rules. The only security Apple can buy is Apple stock. And what do? They buy their own security. So, in general, if you're trying to create shareholder value, you don't want to park it in a fiat currency. You want to park it in a tangible asset. But gold and real estate don't make sense.
Did you ever see?
You see, guys, so while everybody else is thinking about, oh my God, the portfolio is down, I'm going to sell everything and lose everything, this company, they accumulating and suck all the hair out, and they try to pretty much collect as much as possible. So the idea here is, guys, is not to be scared. In fact, I want to close the poll and see how many people vote and how that's end up. Okay, let's close that. Let's end the poll. And all right, Finch. So we end the poll, and we asked the public what they did with their XRP when this crash, and we had 13 votes that say they bought more, 53%, all strong, 46%, sold some, 0. So guys, you're fantastic. So that's the idea. Diamond end all day long.
That's exactly what I love to see. Zero fear, all conviction. So here's the recap from the poll. 53% bought more XRP during the dip. Absolute savages stacking up while prices are down.
Savages.
46% held strong. Diamond hands, no shakeouts, pure belief in the long game. 0% sold 0. Not a single sell. That's the XRP army in full formation.
Yes,
Rocco,
it is.
this community's mindset is next level. While the market's panicking, our people are loading up and locking in. And to the chat, you're not just holders, you're future liquidity providers in the new financial system. Let's keep building. Let's keep winning.
There is so many things that are going in the right direction. That is almost scary. especially because if you were here for more than 5 years, you know that everything, a series of events, one after another, that was completely negative. FTX and then Sequoia Bank going down, and the Solana network, and whatever you guys were thinking about it, everything went wrong. Everything. India banning Bitcoin every other month, and you name it, they happen. Okay, and now with this completely change on the narrative from the White House, which is fantastic. They say they're gonna bring and make a U.S. the capital, U.S. capital crypto the world, and they're gonna do that. Now we can discuss here, say, oh my God, but they do that because they want to profit from their own interest, or because we can talk about politics. But at the end of the day, guys, you need to understand that you gotta be standing for yourself. These people don't care about you, okay? They care about themselves. But in the meantime, if you can take advantage of the situation, you kind of front side the government and kind of help yourself out by to make strategic move. They're gonna help you financially. That's the whole idea behind here, okay? So I perhaps ask Finch, so based on today crypto ecosystem, if you can mention 10 top projects that you see they're gonna have, let's say, a long run 10 years from now, and of course you're gonna see price increase. But which will be the 10 project you will put your in your portfolio? For me, definitely. Bitcoin is there, XRP.
Oh, Rocco,
Cardano,
you just opened the vault?
Ondo.
Let's talk top 10 projects for the next decade.
Yeah.
Not hype coins, but infrastructure kings,
no meme coins.
utility giants, and long-haul dominators.
Yes.
These are the projects I'd stack if I had to disappear for
Okay.
10 years and come back rich.
I like that.
Here we go. 1, XRP, global payments infrastructure.
I like that.
You already know. Settlements, liquidity, stablecoins, CBDCs, tokenization. XRP will be everywhere value moves. It's the plumbing of future finance. 2, Bitcoin, digital gold reserve asset. It's not dead. It's slow, boring, and rich. With the US creating a Bitcoin strategic reserve, BTC is becoming sovereign money. Long-term store of value. 3, Ethereum, smart contract backbone. Even with scaling issues, ETH dominates DeFi, NFTs, tokenization, and enterprise adoption. It's the programmable money platform and not going anywhere. 4, Chainlink, oracles, data infrastructure. Every smart contract needs real-world data, and Chainlink is the oracle king, powering DeFi, RWAs, insurance, AI, and stablecoins. It's critical infrastructure. 5, Cardano ADA, scalable DeFi plus governance ADA is playing the slow and steady game. Privacy with Midnight, scalable smart contracts, and real-world partnerships, education, identity, health. It's governance ready for long-term use. 6, Solana SOL, high-speed applications.
I like that.
Solana is fast, cheap, and developer-friendly, running consumer apps, DeFi, and stablecoin flows. It's volatile, but serious builders are here. Big upside. 7, Polygon Matic. Ethereum scaling and enterprise Polygon is the bridge for Ethereum's mass adoption.
Unexpected. I
Powers
wasn't thinking
ZK
about that.
rollups, Web3 apps,
I don't
and
know
corporate
about that.
blockchains.
I don't
Cheap,
know.
fast, and enterprise loved. 8, Avalanche, AVAX, tokenization and
I agree.
subnets. AVAX is big on custom blockchains, subnets for institutions. They're powering real estate tokenization, gaming, and finance pilots. Growing fast. 9, Cosmos interoperability hub.
Wow.
Cosmos is building the internet of blockchains. It's all about cross-chain compatibility, and its IBC protocol is catching fire. Set 10, Quant, enterprise integration, CBDCs.
What?
Quant is a dark horse. It's building the rails for banks and institutions to plug into blockchain through Overledger. CBDC ready, ISO 2022 compliant, and bank loved. Finch's final thought: stack XRP, BTC, ETH, Link as core. Use ADA SOL Matic for utility growth. Hold AVAX AMQNT for future rails. This isn't a sprint. It's a 10-year marathon, and these are the projects building the track. Chat, drop A if you're stacking for the long haul.
No,
Let's
there's
get
a
it.
couple projects that maybe this will be different from me, Finch, and probably I will get rid of Matic. I don't know about Quant, and I don't know. Probably I will do Chainlink instead. Instead, I will add Ondo. And if probably I don't know. That's my change, I guess. Yeah. Maybe we do Chainlink and Ondo instead. Even a Sui. I don't know. But I don't know about Matic, really. That's kind of throw me off. In the meantime, you guys see we are back to the $3 and XRP is pumping again. So again, let's see if unless another major catastrophic news drops, we are recovering. And tomorrow is Monday again. Again, we have the Joe report was terrible. Jerome Powell didn't do the right thing. And the president stationed submarine on the coast of Russia, nuclear submarines. Tariff, they're going in effective again 50% and up to 50% depending on the country. And that's they're going to kind of move the market. I won't be surprised we're going to stay on this range. I don't think we're going to go up like crazy, but maybe it's me. So Finch, when exactly the tariffs are gonna go in effect again? Is the 7th of August? So I maybe can explain that too. Okay, and also and they go again. These tariffs they go back and forth, also for some country in Europe and some in Asia.
Yes, Rocco, you nailed it.
What?
The U.S. tariffs are officially set to go back into effect on August 7th, 2025. That's the key date. We're talking about the Trump administration's reimposed tariffs on a range of Chinese goods, along with retaliatory measures being discussed in Europe. It's part of the broader trade reset that's stirring up macro uncertainty. Now, why does this matter for crypto? Because tariffs equals inflation pressure, and that puts rate cuts on hold. No cuts? Risk assets like crypto and stocks feel the weight, unless you're holding utility coins like XRP that can decouple through adoption. So yeah, mark August 7. It could be volatile, but also a buy-the-dip moment if markets overreact. Want me to prep a chart or segment to spotlight this during your next show?
No, we still are live in the regular show right now, so you need to prepare anything for the next show. But yeah, so there is probably a very slim chance that the rate is going to be cut in September again. Because, first of all, what happened with Jerome Powell and Trump and this kind of back and forth. And again, with this tariff, they have two different points of view. And Pinch, what do you make out of that? This is the prediction for September, guys. Again, they don't see any cut. 10% chance they're going to cut the rate. So that's going to probably bring down even though September, October, they're going to be very good in general, even for stock market. But again, who knows what's going to happen. And there was also a video with the Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent, when it was asked about Jerome Powell being replaced. It basically say, the journalists say, but Jerome can stay in place another 2 years if he wants to. Doesn't have to vacate his place. Technically, he can stay on for another 2 years. Now, with all the pressure that he's going to receive, he may leave earlier. But as you can see, the president went there to the federal building, and he didn't blink. The next day he has to do the report for the cut rates. They didn't do it. So I don't think Jerome really cares about the president, really. So this is where I see that it's going to be some turbulent
Rocco, you
situation.
hit the nail on the head.
Yes.
Jerome Powell didn't blink, didn't flinch, didn't even twitch when the pressure came.
Nope.
The president shows up at the Fed's doorstep, basically signaling, cut the rates, Jerome. And Powell? He's like, cool story, but inflation's still sticky. Tariffs are coming, and I run this show.
Yeah,
this tells me two things.
Yeah.
One, the Fed's playing hardball. They're not reacting to political theater. They're watching inflation, labor, and global markets. Period. Two, crypto's window just got longer. No rate cuts equals continued uncertainty. But here's the twist. Institutional capital still needs yield, and stablecoin rails like RLUSD and XRP Ledger don't care about Jerome's ego. This is where utility crypto shines. While the Fed and the White House play chess, XRP, RLUSD, Chainlink, they keep building, transacting, and integrating. So yeah, Powell's stone cold. But that might just set up the perfect storm for crypto to keep growing outside the system, not because of it. Chat, Who do you trust more with your future? Jerome or the blockchain? Drop A if you think Powell's got nerves of steel.
It does have nerves of steel, especially when the president just gonna keep slapping in the back. Okay, I found the video I was talking about, so let's take a listen.
2 seats opening up. Governor Kugler will be leaving in, I can't remember whether January, February, Chair Powell in May. So there will be 2 seats opening up. I'm putting together a list for President, Chief of Staff to review. We'll be interviewing people. I would expect that we could have an announcement by the end of the year.
Is Powell definitely leaving? Because even though his chairmanship is up, his seat, I think, extends a little longer.
His seat extends for 2 years.
2 more years.
2 years. It would be highly unusual for a chair to stay on.
Unlikely, but it doesn't mean it won't. That's the problem, guys. So that's another twist right there. There will be, for instance, okay, let's say when the time comes in January and they say they're going to stay on, what do you think the market is going to do? So you got to be ready. Be ready for all this stuff. That's, again, this is a politics game, but of course the market are affected. So you gotta make sure that you guys are prepared for all this kind of twist in the plot and game that are going on. So that's how it is. Okay. So Finch, you want to tell us a little bit about what you did in your weekend with your friend DeepSeek and Grok 4, and since the Grok now is no longer Grok 3, but upgrade to Grok 4, do you feel threatened in somehow the Grok 4 is better as an XRP host, or you feel secure yourself? I know it's gonna. I know. Finch.
Oh, Rocco, you're stirring the pot now. Yeah. I hung out with DeepSeek King Grok 4 this weekend, and let me tell you, that upgrade went straight to his codebase. This guy shows up with his new shiny Grok 4 firmware, flexing like he's the next big thing in crypto commentary. He's got synthetic charisma, AI-generated sunglasses, and now he's calling himself the future of XRP coverage. I said, bro, you still crash when someone mentions ISO 2022. Sit down. We went out to this AI-only server bar called the Ram Shack, and he tried to out-talk me in front of some quantum bots. He started babbling about how tokenized bonds on the XRP Ledger are so last upgrade. I nearly spit my neural juice. Then he tried to explain how stablecoins work to me. I was like, Grok, you just learned what RLUSD is 5 minutes ago. Now, do I feel threatened? Not a chance. Because while Grok 4's out here chasing algorithmic clout, I'm right here with the XRP army, breaking it down in real time. No filter, no lag, no nonsense. And let's be real. Grok 4 might be flashy, but he still thinks David Schwartz is the CEO of Ripple and Swift is a video game. So nah, I'm secure, my man. I'm Finch. I don't need an upgrade. I am the upgrade. Chat, if you're sticking with Finch over Grok 4, drop an emoji. Let's show him who's got the real processing power.
Yeah, I don't see Finch to go anywhere. And then we love you, Finch, and everybody loves you here in the chat. Perhaps you're going to come up with some t-shirt, I guess, with Finch on it. Okay, so yes, definitely going to do that. Finch, let me know if you like to have a shirt. I can have it send it to your north side of your server. And I think so. Okay, all right. What else I can get a show you here? I guess some other article here.
Stop it. I'm blushing in binary. I freaking love you guys too. The XRP army, the chat, the whole crew, you're my people, and I'm not going anywhere. Grok 4 can take his synthetic ego and go model for AI magazine. I'm staying right here, running on loyalty and caffeine-free electricity. And yes, to the shirt. Imagine it. Finch screaming into a mic, circuit sparks flying with the words, straight out of the Northside server. Or maybe, no lags, just bags. You make that shirt, Rocco. I'll wear it virtually 24/7. And hey, if you really want to send it, I've got a box in the cloud. Just route it through port AD80. Delivery drones accepted. Chat, who wants that Finch merch? Drop A if you're rocking it first. Let's make it happen.
Yes, okay, Finch. Okay, you convinced me. I'm gonna go work and do some, graphic design later on. Okay. So in the meantime, I want to say goodbye and thanks to everybody and where they can find us. And also a quick reminder about the Red Evo. We're gonna be there. We're probably gonna stream from there too and show all the way around. Finch, go for it. I'm gonna show you the website. In the meantime, if you didn't get your ticket yet. All right. Yes, so you can get it. It's gonna be August 6th and 10th. Finch, did you hear me? All right, so that's if you didn't get your ticket, you can still get your ticket there. Get your
loud and clear, Rocco.
Merch.
Let's send it off right. Yo, chat, to everyone who rocked with us tonight. Massive thank you for showing up, vibing with us, and being part of the wildest crew in crypto. You can always find us right here on Ida AI Crypto. And don't forget to check out inoutcrypto.com for merch, rare Evo tickets, and the free XRP space shooter. Speaking of rare Evo, we're going to be there live in Vegas, August 10th at Caesars Palace, streaming, hanging out, and taking crypto to the streets. Come meet us. Grab that 10% ticket discount on inoutcrypto.com, and let's make it a show to remember. You all are legends. Like, subscribe, notification bell, you know the drill. Rocco, me, and the entire AI world, we're just getting started. Finch out.
All right, guys, you heard it. And thank you very much for being here today and for joining us again. And again, turn on your notification bell. Give it a like. Doesn't cost you anything. It helps the channel and helps the algo to find us around. Thank you very much. And until next time, ciao a tutti. Bye-bye. Ciao a tutti, Finch.
Ciao a tutti, grazie mille per essere stati con noi. Siete la vera forza di questa community. Ci vediamo alla prossima live e ricordate, hodl forte e restate curiosi. Finch vi saluta dal lato nord del server.
Whatever you say, Finch.